we're streaming right now. Okay, I'm going to go on. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is on the air here on APN Sports as we welcome you into the 2019 Msbl Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. I'm Jeff Lowry with APN Video Sports. So glad you could join us here as the Denver Royals are on the air taking on an undefeated team. In fact, both these teams come in undefeated in this Classic, day 3 of the tournament. And you're getting a look at the starting pitcher here today for the Pirates out of Atlanta, Georgia. Game time temperature, low 70s, absolutely gorgeous day for baseball. It's a winner-take-all as the Denver Royals once again find themselves in championship play. They'll be sending out Zeke DeLeon, and we'll have all the exciting play-by-play action coming up next. This is APN. It's the 2019 MSBL Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Getting set to go here. First pitch coming up. Leadoff hitter is Dom Piazza for the Denver Royals representing the visiting team. And the first pitch of this championship game hits Piazza, and he is heading down to first. And this game is underway. So a good start for the Denver Royals. Our game time temperature 70 degrees. Ted Pratt is the starting pitcher today for the Atlanta Pirates. The shortstop coming up is Phil Thrappas. So Piazza with a leadoff walk to start things off for the Royals. As we mentioned earlier, Zach DeLeon will be the starting pitcher. And Zach has faced many of the players that are on this Atlanta team. Of course, they battled with the Atlanta Barons during the World Series in Phoenix back in October. In fact, De Leon has won several games against these Atlanta players in the past. We're in the top of the first inning of this championship finals. Good pitch that time by Pratt, in there for a strike. Of course, they're donning the Pittsburgh Pirate uniforms out in the field. The Atlanta Pirates. This has been a very competitive 18 and over national division of this Las Vegas Classic tournament held by the Men's Senior Baseball League. Adult baseball action here. Thrapus out of San Jose, California, from that San Jose area. Yeah, much closer play over there. Good snap move there by Pratt on the mound. He attended UC Davis College. He was a transfer. And many of these Denver Royal players trying to, well, just simply keep their baseball career alive, and that's what this Denver organization, that's the opportunity that they're providing for many of these younger players. Here's a swing and a fly ball out in the right field. He hit it deep. That ball's hit well. It's going to be picked up by the right fielder on the warning track. Now here comes a runner around third, and he'll stop right there. Thrapus with a double. So a walk, a double, second and third occupied for the Royals. And the batter's going to be Sean Smith after the Phil Thrapus double to right field. Sean, a product of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He was drafted in the 15th round. He's played a lot of independence ball. He's from Beverly Hills, California. And he is up there with a chance to get Denver up on the board. They got second and third and nobody out here in the top of the first inning in this winner-take-all championship game. The fastball catches the inside corner, and it's 0-1 on the Denver center fielder. Well, the 0-1 pitch, and the bench of the Denver Royals was claiming balk on that play. So Smith up there second and third with nobody out. And that one almost took the head off. Here comes the runner home. Now he's going to head back to third, and the runner will head back to second. I think both runners wanted to come home, but a very fortunate ricochet for the Pirates catcher prevented Denver from scoring on a wild pitch. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Sean Smith here in the top of the first inning for the Denver Royals. There's a close-up look at Pratt as he looks in for the sign. Big at bat here. You got the always dangerous Sloan Solia, the big RBI machine for the Royals on deck. And an off-speed pitch called strike, and it's 1-2. Sean may have thought that ball was a bit inside. Home plate umpire called it a strike, as he did on the first offering Pratt to Smith in this at bat. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to the center fielder. Slightly open stance. Hit a 3-run home run in last night's semifinal game against San Diego. And again has done a nice job out in center field defensively. Brad is 2 strikes and pitching. And this one is lifted in the air, but this one's going to be out of play. So a beautiful day here from Aurora Grande Sports Complex. We're in Henderson, Nevada. Two strikes on the center fielder and holding. Outfield playing straight away. A long pause, and now the next offering. Pratt to Sean Smith. And it's high and inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one clocked around 72 miles per hour, if you're curious. Smith with good power to the opposite field. We mentioned that he hit a 3-run home run yesterday in a 10-run second against San Diego. That was the game that advanced the Royals to these finals. The 2-2 pitch. Popped him up on the infield, and this is playable. The pitcher, the first baseman never had a good look at that one, and that one falls safely, and Smith will have another at bat. So again, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The long look in from the right-hander. Well, he's taking his time already. Very deliberate. Probably he'll try to chase Smith out of the box. No, Smith is going to stay in there, and he's going to rip right here on 2-2. And he got under that one right off the end of the bat, right to the third baseman, and he will make the catch for out number 1. Well, that's going to bring up the catcher, Sloan Solia, who is probably the top hitter along with Dom Piazza on this Royals team in terms of statistics, slugging. He does lead the team in runs batted in with 12. And he is up there with a base open at first. Second and third occupied, 1 out. Royals trying to get on top in this winner-take-all 18 and over national championship game from Las Vegas, Nevada. And the first pitch is swung on and grounded foul, third base side, and it's 0-1 on the backstop of the Denver Royals. The Royals coming in have outscored their opponents 68-8 in this tournament, coming off a 17-0 6-inning win last night over at Burkholder Field over the San Diego ABL. That was a game in which the Royals pounded out 3 home runs in the game. The pitching was stellar. 6 innings of 2-hit shutout baseball, and between Seth Blair and Mitch, 15 strikeouts. 1-1 the count on Sloan Solia. We're in the top of the first inning, no score. 1 man out. Solia looking for a pitch to drive. He has 2 home runs already in this tournament. And a line shot back up the middle. That'll score the run. The 13th RBI of the tournament as Piazza scores from third. And Denver, here in the top of the first inning, draws first blood, and they lead it 1-0. I'll tell you what, they must have had a scouting report on Sloan Solia. They had him played perfectly. That ball, if the second baseman's playing his normal position, that is an easy RBI single, and he might have drove in 2. That'll bring up Cody Bishop. He had a home run yesterday. Last year in a Memorial Day tournament over at Burkholder, he hit one completely over the light standard in right center field. So he's got really good power, and the first pitch is high and away, ball 1. That one clocked in about 75 miles per hour. Denver leads it 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. Jeff Lowry with you, apnvideo.com, and our live streaming broadcast of the Denver Royals here in 2019. Well, when the Royals take the field. They'll be sending out left-hander Zeke DeLeon. They're managed by Ed Dressel. General manager Brian Underhill. This is not your normal adult baseball league organization. This is an organization that has youth teams, and they do a lot in the community, in the Denver area. And I think their big mission statement, as that one's missed inside on Cody Bishop, the fifth-place hitter in the lineup, is to give these guys an opportunity to, continue their baseball career. Most of the roster, these guys have either played college or professional. On the Denver Royals side, they're in the blue tops with the white shorts, or white pants, I should say. And this is a lot of guys' success stories after playing adult baseball with the Royals. In fact, Mitch Lamson, who pitched 2 innings, struck out the side in both innings last night to pick up the win. Just signed with Winnipeg of the American Association. Here's a ground ball to the right side. If fielded cleanly, should retire the side, and it does. But a walk, a double, a ground out RBI by Sloan Sulia, and Denver takes a 1-0 lead in this winner-take-all championship game. You're watching the 2019 MSBL on APN. Away from, maybe a little cheaper up there. Okay. All right, we're back here from Arroyo Grande Sports Complex for the MSBL Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Zeke DeLeon is the starting pitcher here today for Denver. We mentioned Zeke. He's went up against Pratt, the starting pitcher for the Pirates. And Zeke has had a lot of success, an outstanding athlete. Also plays in a Chauncey Billups Pro-Am League back in Denver. So he's a multi-sports star. And he's going up against Josh Black, quick leadoff hitter for the Pirates. This is a guy you really want to keep off the base paths because he can really wreak some havoc. And that's ball 4, so not a good start here for Denver. They lead it 1-0 here in the home half of the first inning. So a leadoff walk, well, that was the same scenario that Denver enjoyed in the top of this first inning when Don Piazza drew a leadoff walk and came around to score on a ground out by Sloan Sulia. Julius Thames will dig in from the right side. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to play a little small ball here, have Thames, the second place hitter, bunting. Well, they're going to have the runner steal, and why not? And he is going to be gunned down by Solia, and now the ball comes loose. And the tag was made, the ruling was made, and an outstanding job by the Denver defense and led by their catcher, Solia. One down here in the bottom half of the first inning. Well, talking to Brian Underhill before the game, and one of the keys that obviously keeping that guy off the base pass. Here's a drive out into left center field, but Bishop is there, and he'll make the routine catch for out number 2. So a walk, a caught stealing, a fly ball to left field, and Dion Tenney will be the third place hitter. He'll bat with nobody on and 2 out here in the first. Zeke De Leon winds, kicks, and fires and delivers a fastball on the inner half. He's in the mid-70s in terms of velocity to start the game. We can expect that to go up as he loosens up. It's a nice, not a real warm day. Temperature, game time temperature, about 71, 72 degrees here in Henderson. A little bit higher elevation here in Henderson than it is down in Vegas. Going up against the third place hitter. And the changeup, and it's a comebacker. Zeke's got it. He'll race over towards the bag, flip on to first base, and the side is retired. So at the end of 1 inning of play, it's Denver 1, Atlanta nothing. If you're ready now, the starting lineup for the Denver Royals as we head to the second inning. Dom Piazza, who walked in the first, followed by shortstop Phil Thrappas. He doubled. Sean Smith, a fly pop-up to the third baseman, bats third in center field. Sloan Solia is the catcher, batting fourth. He drove in a run with a ground out to the right side. Cody Bishop grounded out to end the inning. He's in left. DH Chris Chambers will hit in the sixth position and lead off here in the second. Batting seventh is Kyle Redinger, followed by the third baseman Farias, right fielder Walker, and Ben Bricoli will be the final hitter, the 10 hitter in the DH position. So here's Chambers for the first time. First pitch to the left-handed hitter. Taken for ball one. He had a home run in the first game of the doubleheader action we had here on APN Sports. A long soaring shot over the right field wall. And then in the nightcap, came in and played defensively at first base as he goes out in front of Pratt. 2 balls and no strikes. It made a sensational play up against the railing in right field. 1-0 Denver here. And here's a ball slapped to left field, and this one is going to be caught, out number 1. Well, so for Pratt, he is now set down 4 in a row after giving up a leadoff walk and a double in the first inning. Denver leads it 1-0, and now the batter is going to be the second baseman, Kyle Redinger. Ted Pratt has been a very successful pitcher coming out of the Georgia Cherokees He has won a couple of championships. In fact, he's been the World Series in Florida, the Fall Classic, which tends to sometimes have better competition than the Phoenix, maybe because of travel. And this one's grounded up the middle. That ball's into center field, a base hit. So Redinger gets the base hit to center field. And the one-out hitter with a runner at first base is going to be third baseman Ben Farias. That's hit number 2 for the Royals. Pratt threw a 4-hitter and a 3-hitter, or a 2-hitter and a 4-hitter in championship action in the Fall Classic. I guess it was back-to-back years. So, I mean, he's a money pitcher. But he's going up against a team that has put 68 runs up on the board in really less than 4 games. Those last 2 games only went 7 and 6 innings respectively in yesterday's action, the final game of round robin and the semifinals against San Diego. One to nothing Royals. They bat here in the top of the second inning. There goes the runner. He got a good jump and absolutely no chance. He got a great jump on Ted Pratt. So a stolen base for Redinger, who had a one-out single to get on base. Ben Farias with a chance to push across the second run of the ball game for the Royals. And the runner goes, and this time they will throw him out. That throw was waiting on him. That was an outstanding throw by the Pirate catcher. So now there are 2 down here in the inning. Pitch. And he tried to check his swing. Called strike on Farias, who just came back from Brazil when his team Argentina played an exhibition game against Brazil. Brazil probably a little more known for their soccer than baseball, but the game is reaching all over the world, and that's strike 3 call. Beautiful pitch by Pratt as he battles back. Had a runner at second and 1 out, a caught stealing, and a strikeout to end the inning. And we're heading to the bottom half of inning number 2 in this winner-take-all championship game. 1-0 Denver. Home half of the second inning coming up here. Stantrell Smith will start it off. He's the cleanup hitter for the Bucks. It's the Atlanta Pirates and the Denver Royals. Right here on APNvideo.com, APN Video Sports. Of course, we've been the official videographer of the MSBL World Series since 1998. So if you're bringing a team down to Phoenix in the fall, make sure you go to apnvideo.com, reserve a game. Zeke DeLeon in his second inning of work. We've had Zeke once or twice up in the broadcast booth when we were at Tempe Diablo Stadium covering the Royals in last year's World Series. And just a colorful person, and what a treat it was to have him. And TR was up there. We had Mike Dole last night. And that's ball 4. That's the second walk issued by Zeke to the Pirate hitters through the first 4. So Joe Wilson will come to the plate. Joe Wilson. Runner at first base, nobody out, bottom of the second inning. Championship game, Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Ball 1. Bishop is in left field. You got Sean Smith in center field. You got the very, very speedy Walker. Not that Smith isn't or Bishop isn't fast, but Walker seems like he might be the fastest guy on the field. Sloan Sulia doing the catching. Mike Dole is at first base. And did a nice job there of keeping that ball in play on a low bounce over there. Redinger at second base, the shortstop for Denver. Or the third baseman is Farias, and Thrappis is at short. So that's your defense. Dole, Redinger, Frappus, and Farias, first, second, shortstop, and third. Solia catching. And a big swing and a miss, and Zeke's got his first punch out of the ball game. That's the first out recorded by Denver defense here in the second inning. And now the Pirates will send up left-handed hitter Rocco Callaway. Rocco, remember that name in the World Series last year? Tell you what, when you got a Rocco Callaway batting in the number 6 spot, you know your lineup, you know your team's got a pretty deep order. This guy's used to probably batting somewhere in that 3, 4, or 5 spot. But here he's batting in the 6th position with a runner at first base, 1 out. Pirates batting here in the bottom of the second inning, trailing 1-0 to the Denver Royals. And that one got away from Zeke, and that's going to allow the runner, the tying run, into scoring position. That'll be a wild pitch. Denver's Dom Piazza led off the top of the first inning with a walk. A double by the shortstop Thrappis. Good fastball that time. And then an out later, Salia with a hard-hit ground ball. They had him played up the middle. Second baseman made a nice play on it. As this one is slapped down the first. Mike Dole with a nice pickup there. He'll take it to the bag unassisted for the out, and there's 2 down. Good job by Dole. The runner moves up 30 feet, 90 feet to third base. So there's 2 out here in the inning. Two out in the inning. The batter is going to be, as he drives one out into right field, and this one is going to drop in for a hit. and the run will score, and the Pirates have tied it up at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the second inning on a base hit by Ted Pratt. So a 1-1 tie. RBI hit, well, helping his own cause, a starting pitcher for the Pirates, and now we're back to even at 1 run apiece. Ben Blumenthal will be the batter. Home half of the second inning, winner-take-all championship game. Quick throw over to first, runner is back in safe. Good pitch, called strike, 0-1. Mike Dole, who made a nice defensive play on Rocco Callaway's hard hit ground ball. That's a changeup, 1-1. Notice his wife is down here donning the Dole number 14 replica Denver Royals jersey, which you can find on Amazon.com. Foul ball, third base side. Farias from Team Argentina. As you get a look at Zeke De Leon. You don't see too many baseball players wearing number 99. That's kind of a rarity. In fact, the Mike Dole jersey, from what we've been told, is the most popular adult baseball league jersey on Amazon Prime. So you might want to log in and get that free shipping. I think they're running a 10% off special. You know I'm kidding, folks. Mike was up here yesterday. Well, we were over at Burkholder Field, and really enjoyed talking with him. He's one of the, I guess, elder statesmen on this team, as this one's chopped foul. And you've got so many teams, the makeup of this roster of young players that are still trying to continue their baseball career. Now, for Mike Dole, that's not the situation. But I think it's a chance to, acclimate these kids to, a lot of these guys have been playing baseball professional or in college, and now you're out here in the real world. And sometimes it's good to have mentorship, and I think that's exactly what this Denver Royals organization does for their players, especially the younger players, and a great bunch of guys, too. I mean, this is the third tournament that we've been a part of. And it has been just a tremendous experience for us in bringing these games, and a lot of camaraderie with these guys. That's taken high, ball 4, and that is the third walk issued in less than 2 innings by Zeke De Leon, the Denver Royals starting pitcher. We're in the home half of the second inning. Matt Kinnison will bat. He's the 9-hole hitter for the Pirates. Two out here in the bottom of the second, and a chopping ball that is going to be fielded by Farias, but foul. No balls and 1 strike. And popped him up, first base side, and no chance. So Ed Dressel out there giving some encouragement to Zeke De Leon. Home half of the second inning, a 1-1 tie. The Royals scored on a ground ball out by Sloan Solia, scoring Piazza from third. He led the game off with a walk. And this one's out of play on almost one of those excuse me swings by the ninth place hitter in Matt Kinnison. An RBI hit by starting pitcher of the Pirates, Ted Pratt, has tied things up here in the inning. They got a runner at second and a chopping ball towards the shortstop. They'll go the short route to second. And that's a nice play there by Thrappas, and that'll retire the side. So Phillip and his teammates head back to the dugout. We head to the third. This winner-take-all championship game. 18 and over National Division. 1-1 tie, Denver and Atlanta. You have to, the wiki. Top of the third inning here from the MSBL Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. My name is Jeff Lowry. And here's a swing and a shot out into right field. And did he come up with that play? And they're going to say no, he trapped it. And that is going to be a leadoff double. No, they called him out. They called him out. So Walker is robbed on a tremendous catch out in center field. And the thing about the importance of making that catch is that if that ball gets by the center fielder, Walker with that tremendous speed, he could run forever. Now Broccoli. He's had a very good tournament. He takes a strike, and it's 0-1. So Josh Black with a phenomenal catch out there. Sorry we had a pole in the way that kind of obscured the view. Broccoli down 0-2. Now, Brian, you were saying that Ben had never played high school ball? Never played high school ball, and yet this is a guy that tournament in, tournament out, is always coming through at the plate. He's going to be thrown out on a nice play by the shortstop, 2 down. So a fly ball to center field, a ground out to shortstop. And we go back to the top of the Royals lineup in Dom Piazza. Coming to you from Arroyo Grande Sports Complex in Henderson, Nevada. Piazza goes after the first pitch and sends one down, slicing towards the line. The left fielder makes a fine running catch to retire the side. So 3 up and 3 down for the Royals, heading to the home half of the 5th. We're still tied at 1. All right, we're coming to you from Field 9, Arroyo Grande Sports Complex in Henderson, Nevada, for the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. 1-1 tie, winner-take-all championship game between 2 undefeated teams. The Pirates at the plate out of Atlanta, Georgia, taking on the Denver Royals on Royals Baseball and APN. So the batter is going to be Howie Marks. And then we'll go back to the top of the order for the Pirates, Josh Black and Julius Thames. Well, I'm telling you what, yesterday very blustery. It was in the high 60s. This one is hit to the right side. Nice job by Redinger, 1 down. Well, Dole bobbled it, but they're still going to rule him out at first base. And there's 1 down here in the home half of the 3rd inning. We're in the 18 and over Wood Bat National Division. So that last play going 4-3 for those of you scoring at home. Here's Josh Black. Josh drew a leadoff walk in the bottom half of the 1st inning for the Pirates, but then was thrown out stealing on a great throw by Sloan Solia. 1-1 tie, and the first pitch is a slider down and away, ball 1. One-zero pitch, fisted foul off to the left side, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Left-handed hitter, the catalyst at the top of this Atlanta lineup. And he made one of the best catches that we have seen in this tournament on a ball that was last inning hit by David Walker. So a walk, a great catch, 1-2 pitch. And this one is grounded just foul up along the right field line. So the count holds on the Pirates' leadoff hitter at 1 ball and 2 strikes. We're in the home half of the 3rd inning. Howie Marks grounded out second to first to start this home half of the 3rd inning, and now 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter Josh Black, and that one just off the outside part of the plate. Solia did a nice job of framing that, tried to do the best he could, but it was just off the outside part of the plate, and the count is even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. He struck him out swinging with some high heat, and there's 2 down. That is the second strikeout for De Leon. So Zeke and the Royals, 2 outs. And now the second place hitter in the Pirates lineup, Julius Thames. He has struck out 2. He has walked a couple. Thames, a fly ball center field, his first and only time up. And a ground ball, and that one's going to be taken care of by Farias. And the throw on in time to retire the side. Good inning for De Leon and a good inning for the Denver Royals. And when we come back, the top of the 4th inning, this is APN, 1-1 tie.
You want to know something? I've got when I work over there at the jail on Bridger. I'm in the business office. I make $10.62 an hour just for 4 and 5 hours a day. Well, I make about $400 every 2 weeks.
All right, Phil Thrappas will start things off. We go to the top of the 4th inning from this MSBL Las Vegas Classic Tournament. And we're in a championship game, 18 and over Wood Bat National. Thrappas, who had a double, which set up the only run scored by the Royals in this contest. We're in the top of the 4th, 1-1 tie. 4th inning of work for starting pitcher, the right-hander Ted Pratt, who's been a money pitcher for so many years with the Georgia Cherokees, from what we've been told. And Atlanta coming in here undefeated, 4-0. They had outscored their opponents 51-8 in round-robin play. Never did see the score from their semifinal game, but they come in here 4-0. They come out of Division I, while Denver comes out of Division II of 3 divisions in this 18 Wood Bat National, just in case you were wondering. Thrappas, left-handed hitting shortstop, swings and hits a fly ball, but right at the left fielder, but now has to drift back, and he'll make the one-handed catch. And that is his 3rd put out of the ball game. So a fly ball to left off the leadoff hitter's bat, Phil Thrappas. Sean Smith, the outstanding center fielder. I'll tell you what, we've seen quite a few games. This might be the 2 best outfields we've seen so far. So Sean Smith at the plate with 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning. The first pitch is inside for ball 1. Again, we're in a 1-1 tie. Top of the 4th inning. Smith popped up to the third baseman his last time up. That was in the first inning.
Hi, Tom. It's Red. Right now at AG9, we're in the top of the fourth. We're 1-1 tie. Okay? So I'm going to head back over to Burkholder and see how they're doing. Bye.
Smith, we mentioned, hit a 3-run home run in the semifinals against San Diego. Hit the ball hard all day yesterday. That went high and tight. That was very close to getting a piece of the right-handed hitting center fielder for Denver. 1-1 tie, top of the fourth inning. And again, a winner-take-all championship game on the line here. Pratt kicks and fires, and this one is hit down to third. Gobbled up there by the Bucks' third baseman, and the throw on in time, 2 down. All right, Sloan coming to the plate for the second time. He drove in the Royals' only run on a ground out to the second baseman. That was back in the first inning when the Royals took a 1-0 lead. The first pitch to the backstop. Way upstairs, ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Denver has had victories over the Las Vegas Knights 14-3. They beat Tucson Braves 28-1. A 9-4 victory over the Dirtbags of Las Vegas. And then last night, 17-0 in 6 innings, they pounded out 3 home runs. 4-0 on the tournament, and they have outscored their opponents 68-8 in 4 games. The top 2 hitters for Denver so far, Piazza and Solia, very close in terms of batting average and slugging percentage. Solia, the leader in RBIs. He's got 13 and a couple of home runs. Outside a ball. Good eye by Sloan at the plate. On a gorgeous day for baseball. Gorgeous day for anything. He takes a strike. Sloan trying to keep this 4th inning alive for his Denver Royals. Levels a bat a couple of times. Pratt the long look in. Ted delivers. And a check swing, and apparently a piece of the ball hit the bat. I didn't hear it, but so now the count runs full on the backstop of the Royals. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on, and a 1-1 tie. And here's the payoff pitch, and he pops it up back this way. And that one's going to go back into the maintenance yard here at Arroyo Grande Sports Complex, and we'll do another 3-2 pitch coming up. I have to tell you, folks, Brian Underhill, he was bailing out. He was hiding under the canopy on that last foul ball. That is going to be ball 4. And Sloan will take first base. A 2-out walk, and I don't know, Ted Pratt is not too happy with the call by our home plate umpire. So that is the second walk that he has issued. No, truth be known, I was the one worried it was going to hit the camera. We got Brian under the canopy, and there is no escape. We're going to get a courtesy runner at first base, Sean Smith. Well, courtesy run, and Sloan will just take over first base coaching duties while he's there. Actually, Sloan's already in the dugout. That's Farias at first base. Here's Bishop. He takes low and away, ball 1. Top of the 4th inning. Royals scored 1 in the first. Pirates tied things up in the home half of inning number 2. Right-hander, a long look in, and now kicks and deals, and that one's inside 2-0. So many times when you've got a speedster over there at first base, and I'm not saying this is the count here or the situation with Ted Pratt, but he's fallen behind 2-0, and you just wonder sometimes if when you've got a guy with the speed that Sean Smith has over there, if it's not a distraction. 2 balls and no strikes. And there goes the runner. The pitch is taken for a ball. Here's the throw down, and they did not get him. The ball goes trickling out into center field, and Sean Smith has the second stolen base of the day for the Royals here in the top of the 4th inning. So after the first 2 were retired, fly out and a ground out, Solia worked a 3-2 count for a walk. And pinch runner or courtesy runner Sean Smith steals second base for the Royals, and now they got the go-ahead run in scoring position. And Bishop is looking at a 3-0 count here. Now the question is, do you give him the green light on 3-0? Probably not, but he's got power. He was taken all the way, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Okay, now the green light, I would say, is definitely on. Well, let's see if the Royals have a 2-out hit in their hip pocket. The 3-1 pitch to Cody Bishop. High ball 4. So a good at bat there, back-to-back 2-out walks. That is the 3rd walk issued by starting pitcher Ted Pratt. Now the designated hitter, sometimes first baseman, Chris Chambers. Flied to left field back in the 2nd inning. And a nice opportunity here in the making as the Royals have them on 1st and 2nd. The go-ahead run at second base, the first pitch to Chambers, and it's high and away, ball 1. Runners taking their lead, 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. The pitch. And this one is hit in the air to center field, and this ball will be caught to retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 runners left on. Pirates coming up in the home half of the 4th inning in a 1-1 tie, winner-take-all championship. This is a 2019 MSBL Las Vegas Classic. You're watching Denver Royals baseball on APN as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning in this championship game. Pirates coming up. They'll be sending the heart of their order. 3, 4, and 5. Dion Tenney, Smith, and Wilson. on this Chamber of Commerce Day here in Henderson, Nevada. Zeke DeLeon and Pratt in a pitcher's duel. Here's a shot out in the center field, and Smith is there to make the catch. One down. So one pitch, one out here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. DeLeon, the left-hander, on the mound. Smith drew a walk, came around to score in the second inning for the Pirates in this 1-1 tie championship game. Well, no offense to Burkholder Field, but this Arroyo Grande a much nicer place. You got better views from our vantage point. I guess the only disadvantage is this fencing that's behind. It's a little distracting, but and here's a shot back into left field, but Bishop is there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So a fly ball to center field, a fly ball to left field. Smith and Bishop with the putouts respectively, 2 down in the inning. And here's Joe Wilson, who was a strikeout victim back in the second inning. There is activity in the bullpen for the Royals. Slider swung through and missed. 0-1 on Wilson. Well, I wouldn't be too surprised. The Royals are going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this Pirates team to win this championship. 2 out. That's a swing and a miss. DeLeon, no balls, 2 strikes on Joe Wilson, 5th place hitter in the lineup for the Pirates, looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game. He's walked 2. He has set down 6 in a row and looking to take care of the Pirates here in the home half of the 4th, the 0-2 pitch. And this one is in the air, a routine fly ball for Smith. He's under it, he's got it, and we head to the 5th. A 1-1 tie in this Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. This is the MSBL on APN and the Denver Royals Baseball Network. Bottom half of the 5th inning coming up here as Redinger will start things off for the Royals. Redinger, last time up, base hit, stole a base, then got caught stealing, trying to attempt a steal at third base. And he bats in this winner-take-all championship game, MSBL Las Vegas Kickoff Classic, and it's ball one to the second baseman. It'll be Redinger, Farias, and Walker. Got some good speed down here at the bottom of the order, and then if they get that far, Ben Bercoli. Fifth inning of work for Ted Pratt. He gave up a run in the first, but he's been stellar since. Swing and a miss. Gave up a leadoff walk to Piazza. Trappist doubled. And out later, Solia, a ground out to drive in Piazza from third. That's fouled off. 2 strikes on the second baseman. A run on 2 hits, no errors. We're playing errorless baseball for the Denver Royals. The Pirates have 1 run, and they have 2 hits. Both of those hits came in their run-scoring second. Redinger trying to get something going here. Both these teams have been accustomed to scoring a lot of runs in the tournament. In fact, again, we didn't get the score of the Pirates in their semifinal, but in round robin, they averaged 17 runs a game. So too did the Royals in their 4 games, scoring 17 in the semifinals in a shutout of San Diego to advance to this championship game. Here's a 2-strike pitch. And that one is looped to the first baseman, and that is a fair ball down the line. And here comes Redinger to second, and he's in, safe sliding with a double, and he's 2 for 2. So a leadoff double as Kyle Redinger now 2 for 2. And he represents the go-ahead run here for the Royals in the top of the 5th inning. Next up is going to be third baseman Ben Farias. Redinger at second base. He was an 11th round draft choice of the Houston Astros and has also played in Australia. So a lot of experience out there at second base, and he is 2 for 2 today. And now Farias. First pitch, and he squares the bunt. I was starting to wonder, since it is a low-scoring game, you've got a high-quality pitcher who has been in these championship situations many times in the past. Would you want to play a little small ball? It kind of goes against a little bit of the thinking when you've averaged 17 runs a game, but you haven't played 4 games against the quality of the Pirates and this Atlanta-based team. He squares the bunt and takes low. 2 balls, no strikes. Pratt feeling a little pinch here by the men in black behind home plate. He's going to walk around the pitcher's mound a little bit. Two balls and no strikes to Farias, the third baseman. High and tight, and it's 3-0. Well, Pratt has walked 3 in the game. In fact, with the exception of the 3rd inning, Denver has had somebody in scoring position in 4 of the first 5 innings. They got a runner at second base, 3 balls, no strikes to the Royals' third baseman and pitching. That's a called strike at the letters. On deck is David Walker, the right fielder. Here in the top of the 5th inning in this championship game. Pratt needs another strike, 3-1 offering, and he did not get it, and Pratt can't believe he did not get that call. That would look like a pretty good pitch. So now first and second. That is the 4th walk issued by the Pirates starting pitcher. And I mean, this is one of their hired gun, top guns, I should say. And you wonder just how long the Pirates will stay with him, but he's the kind of guy that can get out of these jams. So now Walker, decision-making time for the Royals. Do you bunt here in a 1-1 tie in the 5th, or do you swing away and go for a big inning? He squares the bunt and takes a strike, and it's 0-1. I was watching the MLB Network, and it's been a while back, and Brian Kenny, one of my favorite commentators on that network, and he's done all these analytics, and they've got so many now. They got analytics for everything, launch angle and this and that. And I'm a little more old school, as the throwback to second is not in time, but the subject came up on one of the shows about bunting and teams, and he feels like, and just based on maybe the research that he has done, that it's in 99% of the time it's not a good idea. You could be potentially taking yourself out of a big inning. Now obviously if it's late in the game and the pitching is great, that might be more of a situation that would call for it, but now in this situation Brian Kenny probably would not be bunting. And I almost tend to agree with him to some degree. I don't think I'm so far one way like he is. And here's a line shot. And, well, that proved Brian and me exactly wrong. We should have been bunting in that situation. Callaway with a nice play at first. The unassisted double play, and there's 2 down. Well, he hit it right at Rocco Callaway. So 2 down in the inning. Redinger still at second base representing the go-ahead run. And here's a guy that has so many times come through in the clutch, and Ben Broccoli. Ben with a runner at second base, 2 out. 1-1 tie, top of the 5th, and that one's high and a inside, ball 1. Ben has been a tournament MVP 5 times in his career. He is a 3-time World Series champion. I had a baby crying in my ear just a moment ago. Had to kind of think about that. That's taken low for a ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Well, let's see if Ben can come through with a 2-out RBI hit. That has eluded the Royals the last couple of innings. Ted Pratt on the mound. He's pitched well, but he has walked 3, and he's down 2-0 to Broccoli. And that's low and inside, 3-0. He'll be taken all the way here on 3-0. And that's ball 4. So now first and second occupied for the Royals. We go back to the top of the Royals lineup. Their outstanding leadoff hitter, Dom Piazza. Dom scored the only run the Royals have put up on the board here today. He walked and scored on a Sloan Solia ground out to the second baseman. First and second, 2 out. We're in a 1-1 tie, winner-take-all championship game, Msbl Las Vegas. Classic tournament. And the first pitch to Piazza, and it's low and away, ball 1. Well, Ted Pratt has walked 5. He has struck out 1 in this game. Now, he did have a base open, but then I don't know if I would be walking anybody to get to perhaps the hottest hitter on the Royals team, along with Sloan Solia in Piazza. The 1-0 pitch. And it's in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. Well, we got a couple of Pirates down there in the bullpen along the left field line. Well, a pivotal part of this ball game. A 1-1 tie, first and second, 2 balls, no strikes. Piazza, and that's high, 3-0. And I don't know how long you can stay with Ted Pratt. He has walked 5 batters, and now he's a pitch away from walking another one. 1-1 tie, top of the 5th inning. Pratt needs a strike, and he will not get it. Ball 4. The bases are loaded, and this might be Denver's opportunity to break it loose, or break loose from this Pirates team. So the bases are loaded. Well, the infield is going to have a quick meeting of the minds here. And now I don't know if he's the manager. He says they kind of manage the team amongst everybody, but Bill Jensen is out there. He's the guy who makes up the lineup card, and that's going to be all for Ted Pratt, and he's going to give way to a new pitcher. So we got a break in the action. Bases loaded, 2 out. We got a new pitcher on the mound, and we'll have more from Arroyo Grande Sports Complex in the 2019 MSBL Las Vegas Classic. Yeah, look at Jamie Sexton. He is the new pitcher here for the Pirates. So their starting pitcher, Ted Pratt, goes 4 2/3 innings. Gives up 3 hits. Strikes out 1, walks 4, but the 3 men on base are his responsibility. He's given up 1 run. It was earned. First pitch called strike, and here is Phil Thrappas, who has doubled and flied to left field in 2 tries. 1-1 tie, bases loaded, 2 out, top of the 5th. Sexton delivers, and it's outside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-2. He needs a strike to get out of this bases loaded jam, and strike 3 called. Borderline pitch, and a great job by Sexton as he comes on and gets the Pirates out unscathed. And at the end of 4.5 innings of play, it's the Pirates 1 and the Royals likewise. Okay. tenured Royal on the team. All right, so we're set to go here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Garcia, the new pitcher, he'll be facing Rocco Callaway. Callaway is 0 for 1, grounded to Mike Dole, who made a nice play down the line and took it to the bag unassisted. Callaway takes a strike called, and it's 0-1. Hard-hitting left-handed first baseman. So Zeke De Leon goes 4 innings. That's high. 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. He was really sensational. He had a little bit of command problems in the first inning and a half, but really settled down. And there is a chance that we may see him again. I guess the rule in this league is that the starting pitcher can re-enter on the mound, but any subsequent pitchers may not. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and a great pitch by Garcia. 1 down here in the Pirate 5th inning. What was that? Pratt? Oh, okay. Swing and a miss. Well, here is Ted Pratt, the starting pitcher for the Pirates. Drove in the only run they have scored. Arturo Garcia in relief of De Leon, and the pitch is high, 1-1. He was in the Cubs organization, Garcia, that is, back in 2014. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch is in there. Not a bad-looking pitch, but just under the knees. As we mentioned, the longest tenured Denver Royal on the roster. And here's a shot down the line, and that is a foul ball. So Ted Pratt waiting for the next pitch in the dirt. Couple of balls, a couple of strikes on the right-handed hitter. Both teams coming in undefeated at 4-0, playing for the 18 and over Wood Bat National Division National Championship. That is, well, that was 3-2, and now ball 4. We're going to get a courtesy runner for Pratt, who's been on both times. Ben Blumenthal will bat. He had a base hit, one of the 2 hits today for the Pirates. So Ben Blumenthal at the plate, 1 for 1. There are 2 catchers in the bullpen right now for the Royals and 3 players. There goes the runner, and Sloan throws from his knees. Throw down to second. Are you kidding me? What a tremendous throw and a tremendous catch and tag by Redinger, and it doesn't get any better than that. Wow. 2 down in the inning. You know, traditionally, the good hitting catchers are not always the greatest in the field, but that's not the case with Sloat. He threw him out on one knee, a one-hop throw, and Redinger with a tremendous pick down there and was able to lay the glove and the leather down and get the out. Tremendous job by the catcher and the second baseman of the Royals. So with 2 out, and a hot shot that's knocked down by Arturo. He'll throw to first, and the inning is over. Outstanding defense really paved the way that time. A great throw out by Solia at second base, and a great pickup there by Arturo to get the final out of the inning. We go to the 6th in this championship game. It's 1-1. University or junior? Yeah, University of West Georgia. I don't know what it is. No. Find an info on it. Oh, you looked it up? Yeah. I was like, how do you know this stuff? That Pratt kid rang a bell because I know I've read so many profiles on all these different teams, and I was like, he's from one of the Atlanta teams. So I looked it up and I was like, oh. Welcome back to APN's coverage of the 2019 Las Vegas Kickoff Classic of the Men's Senior Baseball Leagues. Heart of the order coming up here for Denver. A first pitch called strike to Sean Smith. Second inning of work for Jamie Sexton, who struck out Phil Thrappas in the top of the 5th inning with the bases loaded and 2 out to get he and Ted Pratt and his Pirates out of hot water. That's going to be fouled, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sean Smith, the center fielder, who is looking for his first hit of the contest. Now the winner of this game will be crowned champions. No balls and 2 strikes on Smith. And that one just off the outside part of the plate. 1-2 the count. Two and two. Good eye that time. That one wasn't even close. Smith, a draft choicee of the Pittsburgh Pirates some years ago in the 15th round. Top of the 6th inning, and we've had a dandy of a game so far. Here's a ball hit off the trademark, and a nice job by the Pirate third baseman to throw him out. 1 down. So a nice job by Ben Blumenthal making the play at third. Always good to get that leadoff hitter out, especially when you got Sloan Solia coming up to the plate and Cody Bishop to follow. Sloan is grounded out. He drove in a run in the first. Takes the first pitch and lines it straight back to the screen, 0-1. He walked in the fourth inning, was lifted for a courtesy runner, Sean Smith, who went on to steal second base. Bishop on deck, nobody on with one man out. We're in the top of the sixth inning in this winner-take-all championship game, the pitch. And that one is skied out of play. That's way out. It's going to land onto the concourse here at Arroyo Park Stadium. Two strikes on Sloan Solia with a team-high 13 RBIs coming into today's game. Or actually, after the ground-out RBI he had in the first, he now has 13. The pitch. Swung on and drilled down the line, foul. Well, I stand corrected. Sloan has driven in 14 runs. 14. That's in 4+ games. He had the RBI in the first. Sexton, who played for West Georgia University, induces Sloan to ground it to third and out at first, 2 down. So nice job by Blumenthal. He's made a couple of assists in this top of the sixth inning. The first 2 are out, and the batter is going to be Cody Bishop. And a strike called, 0-1. Bishop is 0 for 1 with a walk. Well, this is the 5th game for both of these teams in a short amount of time. And here's a ball hit to the right side where the second baseman fields. And a 1-2-3 inning for Sexton, who has retired all 4 batters that he has faced since coming in the 5th inning for Pratt. So we're tied at 1 apiece. Winner-take-all championship game. We'll have more from Arroyo Grande Sports Complex in a moment. Arturo Garcia now in his second inning of relief work of Zeke De Leon. Bottom of the order, Kinnison, Marks, and then Josh Black, who's the leadoff hitter. So 9, 10, and 1 for the Pirates here in the bottom of the sixth and a 1-1 tie. Arturo get up in the upper 80s in velocity, and he's got a tremendous 12-6 curveball. This one's grounded to short. Frappus has it. And the quick throw on to first base, one down. So a nice job by Phil at shortstop. Had the range far to his right to make that play. Our two are kicks and deals. That one stays upstairs. Two balls and no strikes to the final hitter in the lineup, Howie Marks. That's a strike. Good pitch. I'm sorry, that first pitch was called a strike, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch by Garcia, and he struck him out. 2 down. Well, I'll tell you, because it's a championship game, wouldn't it be kind of fun to, if this thing goes down to the wire, a very low-scoring game? It's so refreshing after all the offense that both these teams have displayed here in their previous 4 games, and now we got a nice little pitcher's duel in the making, and we're in the second tier of the bullpens. That's a big cut and a miss. 0-1 on Josh Black, who has walked and struck out in 2 plate appearances in this championship game. 18 and over, Wood Bat National. Cut on a miss, and it's 0-2. So Garcia, a pitch away from working a 1-2-3 inning. He faced the minimum in the 5th inning, his first inning of work in this title game. The 0-2 pitch. And it's outside. 1-2. There is no activity down the right field line. Garcia, remember, yesterday threw 2+ innings. 2 1/3, I believe it was. And needing a strike, the 1-2. And there it is, called 3rd strike to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Outstanding job by Arturo Garcia. And we're heading to the 7th in a 1-1 tie. Hi with the Pirates. We'd like to welcome you in to APN Video Sports, apnvideo.com, home of the Denver Royals and their championship bid here in 2019 in this MSBL Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Chris Chambers, first baseman. He homered yesterday. Talked to him as he walked by here about an inning ago and made a really nice catch down the right field line. That's a swing and a miss, and good morning, good afternoon, good night. And I'll tell you, Mr. Sexton, Jamie Sexton, has really been lights out since he came into the ball game back in the 5th inning for starter Ted Pratt, who went 4 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, struck out 1, and walked 5. Sexton has set down all 5 Royals that he has faced, including striking out 2. Ball 1, the count on Kyle Redinger, who is a perfect 2 for 2 at the plate. But both at-bats were against starting pitcher Ted Pratt. And he slaps one to the first baseman. It ricochets off, goes to the second baseman, and with the pitcher covering, out number 2. So there's 2 down as the Pirates get a little break there, but it was a fine play. That'll go 3 to 4 to 1 on the putout. Ben Farias will bat for the 3rd time. Top of the 7th inning. One of the problems Denver has had, it's not the fact that they have not been getting people on base, but it's usually they start their rallies with 2 out. In fact, in that 5th inning, Sexton, the relief pitcher right now on the mound for the Pirates, came in. He inherited the bases loaded with 2 out. And he worked his team out of the jam with an inning-ending strikeout. Here's a shot out in the right center field. Here comes the center fielder on, and Redinger is 3 for 3. Check that. That's Farias. So Farias with a line shot, he just went with the pitch. That was a good piece of hitting. And so he is aboard with 2 out. A runner at first base, and here's David Walker looking for his first hit. Only the 4th hit for the Denver Royals, who came in here averaging 17 runs a game in the tournament. Walker takes a belt-high fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Again, a 1-1 tie here. Winner-take-all championship, 18 and over National Wood Bat Division. And a lot of bragging rights on this game. That's low. And Walker now inherits a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And a ball hit to the right side, and this will do it for the Pirate defense here in the 7th inning. It's 7th inning stretch time from the ballpark. We're in a 1-1 tie in this Las Vegas Kickoff Classic MSBL World Series. I've said World Series so many times, hard habit to break. I got 20 years working against me. All right, Thames to lead things off as we go to the bottom half of the inning. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Second place hitter in the lineup for the Pirates. The Bucks won, the Royals won. And no, this is not a World Series. This is the Kickoff Classic, Las Vegas, Msbl. Good pitch. So this is the third inning of work for Arturo Garcia, who has been clocked at 88 miles per hour here today. And a chopping ball right side. The second baseman, he got the convenient hop, but the throw is high. That's going to be an infield hit, and there'll be no play at first base. So the Pirates get their leadoff hitter aboard. Now that's something they haven't done a whole lot in this game, only the third time in 7 innings. So Thames gets on board. That is the third hit of the day for the Atlanta Pirates. And now Dion Tenney, 0 for 2 at the plate, will dig in here for the Bucks. And we got some activity in the bullpen. It is a left-hander. Is that Rich down there? Rich Cavazza begins to loosen up in the bullpen for Denver. Just to make sure, this is it. Winner take all. There's no tomorrow. So, it's Game 7 of the World Series. You have to have that same mentality. It's like, hey, we got to throw everything at this guy, at this team. Everything, including the kitchen sink. Winning is the only focus, the only goal right now. He was taking all the way and a called strike. So an infield hit. And now you got Dion Tenney, who is bounced out 1-3, and he is flied to center field. Swing and a miss. And down he goes on a big, big fastball that was down and away. Good pitch right there, and there's one down. And then obviously the Royals really needed an out there. Now Strantel Smith. Strantel has walked and scored the only run for the Pirates. That was in the second. He takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Championship game on the line. Take care, TR. Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Smith. He was trying to make it a 3-1 ball game with one swing of the bat. A little different situation here at Arroyo Grande. Fences are further back, maybe not in center field, but the power alley in right center is 25 feet. That is strike 3 called. He locked him up, and Arturo has back-to-back punch-outs. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. But the wind is blowing in today. It's 25 feet further down. Well, let's see. It's 20 feet further down the right field line, 25 to the gap in right center field, 15 to the left center field gap. And it's 30 feet further down the line, a much bigger ballpark. And it kind of feels like the wind might be blowing in today. Might be one reason why we have a 1-1 tie. So back-to-back strikeouts. That is 5 strikeouts now for Garcia in 2 2/3 innings of relief work. And Joe Wilson, who is 0 for 2 at the plate, digging in. Rocco Callaway on deck. Arturo would like to dispose of Wilson here, and That was inside. That's a good call by our umpire. Two balls and one strike. The count on the right-handed hitter. Wilson looking for his first hit of the contest. Strike called, 2-2. Well, he's a strike away from striking out the side. That was something that Royals pitchers did yesterday 4 times in the game in the semifinal against San Diego. The 2-2. He struck him out swinging, and we head to the 8th. They leave 1, and at the end of 7, it's the Royals 1, the Pirates 1 in this MSBL 18 and over Wood Bat National Division winner-take-all championship. All right, Ben Bercoli will start things off. We go to the top of the 8th inning. 1-1 tie championship game as the Royals are trying to get an answer to relief pitcher Jamie Sexton, who is in relief of starter Ted Pratt. And all he has done through 2 1/3 inning, he's given up 1 hit, and he has been outstanding. He has struck out 2, and he has faced just 1 over the minimum, setting down 7 of the 8 batters that he has faced, including the first 6 in a row that he faced. Top of the 8th inning, 1-1 tie. And this might be playable. Nope, it's going to hit high off that fence. Denver scored their only run all the way back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 called, and I think Ben Hewitt. That is the 3rd punch out of the day for Sexton. So 1 down in the inning. Tom has walked twice. His walk in the 5th inning chased starting pitcher Ted Pratt. He comes up empty-handed, 0-1. Well, this is the inning for the Denver Royals to get it done. They've got the top of the order up there, and here's a ball that is roped out in the deep center field, and, well, he's got it. 2 down. So Josh Black with a nice running catch. He continues to be impressive out there in center field. So 2 are away. And now the batter is going to be Phil Thrappas, who had a double back in the first inning, which helped set up a run. The first pitch to Phil Thrappas, the Royal shortstop, is a strike. This guy's a strike machine, isn't he? Well, if Trappist fails to get on here, you'd have 3, 4, and 5 coming up in the top of the 9th inning for the Royals. And the quality of pitches that we have seen from Jamie Sexton so far has been impressive. Grounded foul. Two-strike pitch. And a good job by Phil hanging tough in there. Fouled that pitch off to stay alive. Phil out of the San Jose area. Well acquainted with West Coast baseball. The right-hander sights a sign, and he kicks and fires, and that one is low for a ball. Sean Smith on deck, hoping for a chance. Royals 1, Pirates 1. Championship game, winner take all, top of the 8th inning. The two-strike pitch. He struck him out, slider down and in. We go to the home half of the 8th inning. And our live stream of the Denver Royals baseball. And we're in a 1-1 tie in this championship game of the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. That one was fouled straight back and over our broadcast area. 0-1 on Rocco Callaway. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 here for the Pirates in the bottom of the 8th inning. Garcia coming off an inning in which he struck out the side, 1-1. Since coming in the 5th inning, he has struck out 5. He has walked 1 and has yet to yield. No, he has yielded 1 base hit. So he's ahead in the count at 1 ball and 2 strike on Rocco Callaway. Arturo has struck out 6, including 3, striking out the side in that last inning. The pitch. He struck him out swinging, and that's number 7. Well, he continues to be impressive. And a big, big first out. You certainly don't want this Pirates team to get a run or 2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning and take the lead. Denver led 1-0 after 1. We were tied at the end of 2 at 1-1. Ted Pratt takes ball 1. Pratt drove in the only run of the game for the Pirates back in the 2nd inning. He's also walked in 2 tries. The fastball over for a strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a chopping ball that Dole, he could not make the play on it. He got in between hop, and that'll be an error on the first baseman. That's kind of a rarity from the veteran first baseman. And so the Pirates have potentially the go-ahead run at first base. That is the first, I believe that's the first error of the ball game. It is a beautiful 67 degrees here. No wind to speak of, maybe a slight breeze. So the Pirates are going to try to figure out how to push across the go-ahead run. Ben Blumenthal has singled. He has bounced out pitcher to first. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the first pitch to Ben is swung on, and a ground ball, seeing eye, base hit left field. And the Pirates have the go-ahead run in scoring position at second base. So with 1 out and runners at first and second, Matt Kinnison will dig in for the Pirates. Kinnison has hit into a fielder's choice and is grounded out to shortstop, and he takes low, ball 1. Well, Rich Cavazza continues to loosen up for the Royals down the right field line. We've had an error and a clean seeing eye ground ball single to left field. First and second with 1 out. The go-ahead run at second, and that's a strike, and that's evening the count on the 9th place hitter in the lineup for the Pirates at 1 ball and 1 strike. Jeff Lowry with you, apnvideo.com, the Denver Royals baseball, our live stream from Henderson, Nevada. In the Men's Senior Baseball League's World, I'm going to say it again, the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. I have 20 years of calling MSBL games going against me. It's a habit. Habits are hard to break. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string that time, and the count is even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 on, 1 man out. Kinnison trying to be the hero here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And strike 3 called. He came back with a big 12-6 curveball and really froze up the hitter that time. A beautiful pitch. That is the 8th strikeout since coming in the 5th inning for Garcia. So the last hope for the Pirates to push across this run to take the lead is Howie Marks. That's a strike. Howie has bounced out 4-3. He struck out back in the 6th inning. So he's looking for his first hit. Pirates 1, Royals 1. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Another beautiful changeup. 0-2 the count. Was that the curve? That was the curveball. The 0-2 pitch. He struck him out swinging. And the crowd and the bench on the first base side occupied by the Denver Royals fired up as Arturo has come on and struck out 9 through the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th innings. We go to the top of the 9th inning in this winner take-all championship game, this Las Vegas kickoff tournament of the Men's Senior Baseball League World Series, and we are tied at 1 apiece. Arturo Garcia has been sensational. Well, it's crunch time here from Aurora Grande Baseball Sports Complex in Henderson, Nevada. We go now to the top of the 9th inning, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and Sean Smith goes after the first pitch and skies it into right field. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Royals in the top of the 9th. So here's a guy with 1 swing of the bat can get the Royals back out on top. Sean Smith leads off the inning with a first pitch fly out to right field. Sloan is 0 for 2, taking the first pitch, a called strike, and Sexton just continues to be impressive. Jamie Sexton and Arturo Garcia, the 2 stars of this game, no doubt. And it's 0-2. That ball was very close from staying in play. 0-2 the count on Sloan Celia going up against Jamie Sexton, who pitched at Western Georgia University back in 2012. And he, like Arturo Garcia, they've been lights out since coming in. No balls and 2 strikes to Celia. And here's the pitch. And he rips that one out of play to the right side. Well, if you're wondering who the Pirates are going to be sending up in the bottom of the 9th inning, a chance for them to win it, top of the order with Josh Black. 0-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit hard, but right at the right fielder, and he'll make the one-handed catch. Well, a la Willie Mays, the guy, the number on his back, 24, just like the Say Hey Kid. So a couple of harmless flyouts for the Denver Royals. And now the batter is going to be 5th place hitter Cody Bishop, who is 0 for 2. Cody takes outside corner, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Cody with good power. But right now the Royals need base runners. Count holds at 1 ball and 1 strike on Cody Bishop with Chris Chambers on deck. 2 out, nobody on here in the top of the 9th inning and a 1-1 tie. This is the 5th inning of relief work for Jamie Sexton, excuse me. Two-strike pitch. He blew it by him. And a big-time strikeout for Sexton. And we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, a 1-1 tie. The championship on the line. Stay with us. This is APN.
Arturo. Leave him. Ah, fuck it.
You're getting a look at hard thrower Ryan Smith as he takes his warm-up tosses. This is a young man that can run it up there in the upper 90s. So he is in relief of Arturo Garcia, who went 4 innings, 1 hit, shutout baseball of relief, struck out 9, walked 1. I mean, it was an incredible performance. And now you got to face a guy that's going to bring it another 10 miles per hour faster than what Garcia was bringing. So Ed Dressel, the manager of the Royals, well, sometimes you don't want to take out a guy that has been that dominant, but then there's no room for error here. So Ryan Smith is in, the third pitcher employed by the Denver Royals. First pitch called strike, 0-1. Leadoff hitter Josh Black has struck out his last 2 times up after walking in the first inning. It is a 1-1 score here. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. And you got to really amp it up if you're a Pirate hitter right now. The 1-1. A little high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Now you got Dole at first base, Redinger, Thrappas, Farias, shortstop in third, Solia behind the plate, Sean Smith patrolling center with Bishop in left. And a good pitch there, 90, probably high 80s that time. Took a little something off that. And you got Walker in right field and a pretty good size outfield. 1-1 tie. Bottom half of the 9th inning. Time is called. 2 strikes on the hitter. Josh Black looking for his first hit of the ball game. It'll be Thames and Tenney, 1, 2, and 3 in the Pirate lineup. The 2-strike pitch. He blew it by him, and that's the first strikeout for Ryan Smith. 1 down. Julius is 1 for 3, had a base hit back in the 7th inning. 13 strikeouts for Royals pitching here today, 9 of which from reliever Arturo Garcia. That's out of play to the right side, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike on the Pirates' second place hitter. in there just a little bit low, 1-1. The Royals, over the last 2 days, have struck out 28 opposing hitters. That's in just under 15 innings. Here's a line drive out into left field, base hit. Pirates have the winning run on first base. So that comes with 1 out, and the third place hitter is Dion Tenney. That is only the 5th hit of the ball game. Arturo gave up, actually, I said 1 hit, 2 hits. Zeke, the starting pitcher, De Leon, gave up 2 hits. And now Ryan Smith is ahead in the count on third place hitter Tenney at no balls and 1 strike here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Winner take all championship game. Absolutely no pressure out on the field on either side. The winning run at first base. Smith delivers the 0-1, and it's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Championship winning run at first. Well, there is activity in the Royals bullpen. The Pirates, I think, are content with bringing Sexton out should there be a 10th inning. Infield a double play depth and a ground ball towards the shortstop, cut off by the third baseman. They'll go 2nd, and no throw to first. So a nice job by Farias at third base for Denver. The all-important lead runner was retired. You don't want that championship winning run getting into scoring position. Two down. Smith, the batter, walked and scored the Pirates' only run in the 2nd inning. He is flied out. He is struck out. First pitch. There goes the runner, and it's a ground ball off the pitcher's glove. He will field. He will throw, and he got him. How about that? What a fine defensive play on a gutsy play by Ryan Smith. And the side is retired, and we head to the 10th. This 2019 Las Vegas Kickoff Classic championship game, we're tied at 1. So we go into extra innings, a little overtime here in baseball. And the first batter, Chambers, bounces one to the right side where the second baseman fields. 1 pitch, 1 out. Well, we've seen a little too much of that from this Royals offense in this game. Jamie Sexton, who has struck out 5 since coming in relief with 2 outs and the bases loaded in the 5th inning, and he's been virtually unhittable. He's given up just one base hit, and he has struck out 5. That'll bring up Kyle Redinger. Kyle was on base safely his first 2 times up and then hit into a 3-4 ground ball. Here's a shot out into right field. Again, that's going to hold up, and there's 2 down. I'll bring up Ben Farias, the Royals' third baseman. He struck out in the 2nd inning looking. He walked in the 5th. He singled back in the 7th inning. Well, you can't give up right now. I know the first 2 guys are retired pretty easily by Sexton, but you just got to get a base runner on. Anything can happen. And put some pressure on that defense. 1-1 tie, championship game, grounded foul. Royals really, really want this one. Came up short in the finals in the NABA World Series last fall. That's low. Did not make it to the championship in the Msbl World Series, so this is a chance for them to get back onto their championship winning ways. Line shot, base hit, center field. He has 3 hits on the day. What a day for Redinger. I'm sorry, Farias. Farias with his 2nd hit of the day. From up here, they look similar. Only the 2nd base hit off Jamie Sexton. And here's David Walker with a runner at first base, and there goes the runner. Pitch is taken. It was low and inside, and the Royals have the go-ahead run and scoring position at second base. So Ben Farias with a 2-out single. Going up against the tough Sexton. Inside pitch on the first offering. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. Fifth base hit of the ball game for the Royals. Top of the 10th inning, the go-ahead run at second, 2 outs the pitch. Line drive, base hit into left center field. Here comes Farias around third, and he will give the Royals the lead. 2-1 Denver here in the top of the 10th inning. David Walker, where would this team be without the services of this outstanding right fielder? So they finally break through against Sexton after 2 men were out, and here is Ben Broccoli. And you know Walker is going to be taking off on one of these pitches. And here's a bunt, third base side. That's a doggone good one. Here's the throw to first. It's not in time. And they are at first and second, and that was a smart play by Ben Broccoli. Well, that is 3 straight hits. The Royals with 7 hits in total, and now we go back to the top of the order, and here's Piazza. First pitch to him. Popped it up. Tough play for the catcher, and he makes a diving attempt for it, but it is a foul ball. Nice attempt there. Well, you can't take anything away from the backstop of the Pirates, and that is a concrete barrier that he dove towards. Certainly don't want anybody getting hurt out here. So 0-1 the count on Piazza with runners at first and second, a run in, and Denver leads it by a score of 2-1 here in the top of the 10th inning. 3 straight 2-out hits. Farias, Walker, and then the bunt single by Broccoli. Fly ball, left center field, long run, and the left fielder will step in front of a fleet-footed center fielder to make the play. But the Royals get a run. They'll probably have Ryan Smith coming back out in the 10th inning, and we will set the stage for you. Championship day, the Royals 3 outs away from an MSBL Kickoff Classic Championship. They lead 2-1. This is APN. All right, you're getting a look at Ryan Smith out on the mound. He had a very solid first inning of relief in the bottom of the 9th inning. Had to make a stellar play on a comebacker that was off his glove. It scampered away from him about 10 feet, and he was able to pull it all together and throw the runner out at first base. And he's coming out firing fastballs to Joe Wilson, who is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and it's 0-1 on the 5th place Pirate hitter. 2-1 Denver. We're in the bottom of the 10th inning. Winner-take-all championship game. 18 and over Wood Bat Division. National Division play. And Wilson finds himself down in the hole 0-2. Jeff Lowry bringing you the play-by-play action here from the Denver Royals YouTube channel. Hope you've enjoyed it. No balls and 2 strikes. You're looking at a guy that throws the ball as hard as Randy Johnson used to do it. He winds, kicks, and deals. And a chopper to the left side, and the big convenient hop, and the throw to first by Farias, 1 down. Royals 2 outs away from a championship. Rocco Callaway will dig in at the plate from the left side. Rocco is looking for his first hit of the contest. He too has struck out twice. Smith struck out 1 in the 9th, gave up a hit. And a swing and a miss. Callaway a little behind on that one, 0-1. 12 strikeouts in total here today by Denver pitching. Callaway is going to have to speed up the bat to catch up with Smith, and that is strike 2 called. That is almost an unhittable pitch. That was just perfect location. So no balls and 2 strikes. Ryan sights a sign, and he will deliver the 0-2, and it's swung on, and a fly ball right at Smith in center field. He's got the one-handed grab. Whoa. And there is 2 down. 2 hands in a championship game. I think he'll have to do the kangaroo court $10 on that one. So 2 down in the inning. And it's up to starting pitcher Ted Pratt, who drove in the only run of the game for the Pirates. Last hope for the Pirates, down 2-1 in the bottom of the 10th, and the pitch is in there for a, looked like a pretty good pitch from here, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. An RBI single in the second. He walked in the 5th and reached on an error in the 8th. 1 ball and no strikes. Right now, the pitchers of record would be Ryan Smith for the win, if he can hold on. And Jamie Sexton would take the loss after giving up a top of the 10th inning run to the Royals. The go-ahead run, the second lead of the contest for Denver. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Ted Pratt. And that is low, and it's 2-1. And now they appeal down to first base, and they said he went around. So now the Pirates are down to their final out, their final strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ryan Smith, he sights the sign, he deals the 1-2 pitch. And it's swung on and hit well back into left center field. Bishop has got it, and he dropped the ball. Here comes the throw to second, and Pratt is in, and new life for the Pirates. The tying run is at second base. So what a clutch hit there by Pratt, even though it goes for an error. Courtesy runner is Joe Wilson at second base. Remember, Pratt was a starting pitcher. That'll be an error on the left fielder. That is the second error committed by Denver defense. And now the batter is Ben Blumenthal, who represents the winning run if he can go deep. 2-1, we're in the bottom of the 10th inning. Tying run at second base and 2 outs. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. So the Denver Royals looking to take home the hardware, but they've got to take care of the guy at the plate. No balls and 1 strike with hard-throwing Ryan Smith on the mound. And here is the 0-1 pitch. And a high fly ball, shallow right field down the line, and Redinger's got it, and the championship belongs to the Royals. Final score from Arroyo Grande Ballpark, 2-1 as the Denver Royals claim the title of the 2019 MSBL Las Vegas Kickoff Classic. Winning pitcher Ryan Smith, 2 innings of shutout, 1 hit baseball. Struck out 1, and a tough loss for Jamie Sexton. He was sensational, but he does give up the go-ahead run in the top of the 10th inning. And we'll have more coming up next on APN. Stay with us. The Denver Royals are tournament champions. Any interview? Well, congratulations to both teams. Because they both had great tournaments. This thing comes down to a 10th inning 2-1 victory for the newly crowned champions of the MSBL. Yeah, I guess you would call it this spring tournament, even though we're still technically in wintertime. This Kickoff Classic, and congratulations to Ed Dressel and Brian Underhill. We're going to try to talk to a couple of the players coming up here, so stay with us. We're going to keep it going live here on APN as we get set to talk to the newly crowned champions, the Denver Royals, on the Denver Royals Baseball Network. Can you stand here, and then I'll, if you want to stand there, and then I'll come around this. Are you Arturo? Yep. Okay. Good job out there. Thank you. Let's have you. Okay, we're back here in Henderson, Nevada. Denver wins it by a final score 2-1 in extra innings in the 10th inning. And Arturo, just have you look right there, and congratulations, you were really sensational. 9 innings, or 9 strikeouts in 4 innings of relief. And how's it feel being champ again?
It feels good. To be honest with you, this is my first championship with the Royals. Been playing with them for, a number of years now, and it feels good for me to win a championship, for us to win a championship.
Yeah.
Good squad. I mean, after the weekend we had, just dominating people, it felt awesome to go against a quality team and battle like we did, so that felt great.
You pitched yesterday. You were the starting pitcher in the final round robin. What was the difference between today and then?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, maybe I just had a little too much juice yesterday, but yeah, I felt locked in from the jump, and I think just the 1-1 game I came into just helped me lock in a little more.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations, and you didn't get the win, but I would imagine that you might be the star of the game. So thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We got some good guys.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go take a picture, but thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Oh, I missed it.
Is that it, or do you want?
That's it. I gotta go to the airport, Jeffrey. So I'm out. I'm running.
Okay. Let me kill this real quick. All right.
So send me an invoice. We'll square you up.